Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today I'm very happy. So I'll tell you a little story. So a very long time ago, there was a long period where I didn't collect Transformer figures for a long period of time, and around 2013, 2014, I can't remember which year. There was this game, and then there was released of figures associated with that game, which was Transformers War for Cybertron. And I pretty much brought all the figures back then. In fact, I think I was late to collecting them because I remember Megatron in particular was very difficult to get, and Optimus Prime. I feel like there was two versions of Optimus Prime. There was... Yeah, no, there was. So anyway, it's my pleasure today to look at Transformers Figure 3 Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime. And for those that are big fans of Transformer games, they're going to be collecting that. So in there, you've got the little gamer pad there, which is very cool. This is plastic-free packaging. You transform in 22 steps. It says big screen-inspired scale detail backdrop, which I find interesting, so that's got to be based off the game. I don't know why they would say game inspired. I would feel like is appropriate there. Kaon Prison Break, that's a bit weird. And Optimus Prime enacts a plan to be captured by the Decepticons in an effort to save Zeta Prime. And it says backdrop included. So it's got the 3 different modes, and it's got the backdrop. So very cool. Let's get him out of his packaging. So, firstly, this game had the best trailer I've ever been witness to. It had Bumblebee dead, and it was just brilliant. Go check it out on YouTube. I'm sure you can look it up very easy. I'm pretty sure that I've still got it saved on my YouTube because I liked it that much. I haven't heard it for a while, but I've got that tune in my head right now. So the backdrop is sort of like this dark sort of Cybertron, etc., which makes sense. I'll be honest with you, I've never truly been a big fan of these. I think they're awesome and they're fun, but that is about it. So let's have a look at Optimus Prime. So he is a little bit smaller, and he's designed to be smaller, and he is sort of a bit bulky, so he almost feels like what perhaps Ironhide was to the original Optimus G1 Optimus Prime. Although, wasn't there something where they go through the portal and energy, or was that become their Transformer Prime? I can't remember, one or the other. So anyway, I don't know, I can't remember how they stitched in. So he is a little bit bulkier, which I do like, and that was how the figure was there, etc. He does have a very small head, which he did in the game. Looks very nice, very Prime-like. You got some blue eyes in there. I hope this is my line. I hope that's coming up very well for you. Got nice Autobot signs on the arms, etc. And then, if I'm correct, I might have to make things difficult for myself. Literally, you open that to reveal. Sorry for the shakiness. Too close to my finger. You reveal the Matrix, which does come out, which I do like, but it is literally, this is probably one of, oh my goodness, probably very disappointing, is this piece like this. So I don't like it. I feel like it's cool in the chest and he's showing it off. I like that, but other than that, this is naff. You know, they've delivered a great matrix of leadership with Hot Rod, Optimus Prime, the G1 version. I know this isn't meant to be that G1 version, unless I'm wrong, which could be. But yeah, this is naff compared to that. This is not on the same scale, and this is a reasonably expensive. You could say this is a reasonably expensive figure compared to perhaps what it would have been a couple of years back, compared to even just, for example, Optimus Prime's trailer. This is in between that and a normal sort of deluxe figure. However, I do love this detail in here. This detail does look very awesome. I do love how that just opens and closes. That is very cool. Very cool. Now, next up, his arm does pop off. Now, I was thinking about this. Is this because it's he used to be able to do that in a game. I honestly cannot remember. If he does that in a game, he fires off his hands. Does this one come on? No, it's just the one that comes off. So you've just got this one. So that just pops off. And then you can put the gun on there, which is absolutely epic. It's just, you know, it's got no hand. In some ways, I don't see the purpose to this, but he's just... yeah. That does look very cool. I do like that. That is a very nice effect. He just walks around with that instead of his hand. Is there a way for him to hold it? I don't think there is. So from that perspective, I find that a little bit disappointing. Unless you can do that. No, it doesn't. That is the only way you can do his gun, is by doing that. I don't know about you, but that just winds me. I feel like that's a little bit... I'm a wee bit disappointed with that. I'm not going to lie. I do not like that. I'm just going to quickly look at the instructions in the background to make sure that is correct. But that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like he holds his gun. Generally, he just walks around like that. That I'm really annoyed with. Very annoyed. Because this figure was looking so great until that moment. It's a nice gimmick. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think gimmicks shouldn't be allowed. Especially... Maybe, can I get, no, I'm just, wait a minute, does it go on to, wait a minute. I may have found a solution. Maybe. Maybe not that way. Sorry, I'm doing this on camera. We're discovering things, no, that doesn't work either. Oh, man. Maybe. No, I'm sorry. It just doesn't seem to clip on. I'm very disappointed with that. Very disappointed with that. But it is a very cool gun. I do dig that. I do like that. I'm not sure where it goes in that. It must connect to him like that on the Automo. We'll have a look at that later. So very, very disappointed with that. He comes with his classic axe, which I dig. And he can hold it in both arms, I think. And that is very cool. I do like that. That's a decent quality axe. Look at that. You ain't messing with Optimus Prime while he's got that on him. He will smack you down. Oh, sorry, that's not a good post. He will smack you down, Mother Tucker. There we go. Very cool. I like that. So that looks cool. He does have some bulkiness on the back. I do like the way these wheels sort of hide in there as well. But this bit's all here. It's all visible. And I think that's quite normal with what they're trying to achieve here. It's not as clear-cut as, say, Earthrise Optimus Prime. That was always quite a smart transformation, how they achieved that. So he does have some bulkiness on his back, but it doesn't matter because he is a bulky figure, so I don't really, not really bothered about that at all. So he does have the beautiful axe, which I like. Come on. Can't even get this off now. Let's just see if this works. Because we all know we want to see this work. No, that can't work like that, can it? I was hoping you could just fit this on there just to make that sort of G1 reference, I guess. But no, it doesn't appear to be that way inclined. So that's a wee bit disappointing. I was hoping you could do that. Anyhow, the other thing I dislike is got these great big holes in here, which I find a wee bit annoying because I don't like them. I don't like the fact that there's great big holes in my axe. Now, can he put that anywhere else? Good question. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, there's a nice feature. No. You can open that up like that so he gets a double axe. Seems a bit weird though. That seems very, very weird. Not gonna lie. That's a bit bizarre. sorry, bizarre. I do like the artwork on here. Can you just... Yeah, that makes no sense at all. I try not, because I'm worried that I'm gonna, it's not actually designed for that. But yeah, it just seems weird. You know, why do that? Why do that? Why not keep it like that? That's cool. I like that. Very nifty. Anyway, that is the X. He's lost a hand. Let's have a look at his articulation. So, head can go all the way around. You can look up and down very nicely. You can do a full 360 there, up like that. Just be aware these bits are sort of moving in the background as well. Just jolt out of place. He does have a single there, which is expected. He has a turn there, but nothing else there as well. There is movement there, which is cool. Lifts up to there like so. Do the full splits like most Transformers. Do like that there, but it's got a little screw in there, which I find a little bit disappointing. The more I spend time on this figure, the more I end up feeling a little bit like it's just not up to my standards. It's got swivel on the foot, a little up-Z and down-Z, and that is pretty much it. So there is Optimus Prime in his bot mode. It's weird. I do like him, but then part of me hates the decisions that Hasbro have made around this gun. I will just quickly look at this before I transform him, just to make sure I am not making a grave mistake. Okay, so here is Optimus Prime in his art mode, and I'm not gonna lie, the transformation is okay. I feel like sometimes with Transformers you do sacrifice certain things, and this certainly was a sacrifice to get this perhaps to look as good as it does, maybe. And it does look pretty cool. Some of the things they slip in very awkwardly, etc. I think the biggest thing is, I mean, it's probably because I know that's the feet. You can see the feet. When you've got the gun on there, it's not so bad. These little bits, I would have liked them to come up just a slight little tinge. Maybe I'm being pedantic, but that is the worst bit on the back, you know. And I have seen that somebody has created fillers, because there's always somebody creates fillers, and it's great for them. But I feel like there was better ways to do this. Even if you got the hand to transform and go into there, maybe. I feel like they've done so many great Transformers and designed so many great Transformers to achieve certain things, etc. And even under there, I mean, you can see massive gaps there. Okay, that's not the end of the world, but that's what it looks like underneath, which is, it feels like a hot pail of mess. So that's cool. It does roll sort of. One of the wheels at the front of rolling this perhaps, and it could be down to user error. Maybe I haven't got this bottom bit in as flush, or maybe I've just made a slight mistake with the arms. But definitely I'm not that far off. Put it that way. I feel like I'm not that far off, and that is how it looks. And it's just disappointing, really. The gun does go on there like so. Like that, I made my disappointments about the gun and him not being able to hold the gun like he would have naturally. I feel that really does irritate me. It's irritated me more than I thought it would, because I wasn't expecting it. Maybe that's why. And I'll be honest with you, I try not to watch reviews before I do a review, because I feel like sometimes my opinions and thoughts are tainted on what I've heard, etc., rather than giving my own verdict, etc. So I'll probably watch some reviews after this. There are certainly some reviewers that transform things on camera and do things a lot better than I do, in terms of Transformers anyway. So I guess the point I'm making is the gun bit irritated me. Now what irritated me even more is that this thing just drops on the top like so. What a effing tucker is that crap? Goodness sake, just don't even try and do it, man. If you're gonna create something so badly, don't try and do it, because they have sometimes created such great what's the word I'm looking for? Transformations that include the weapons things. I'm never ever bothered by that. It's like when you get Autobots that you know on Earth, they're robots in disguise. Come on, do the math. all right, I've got to consider it as little children toys. Well, but I hate when they ruin what would have been a perfect figure by putting a great big hole in the middle of Jazz's top, for example. Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff bugs me, because I would have had the perfect Orc mode, and you know, maybe as a collector I would have, just so I'm clear, I don't keep these things anymore because I have no room and I can't afford to do it, and my wife will kill me if I keep Transformers. I'm allowed some Beast Wars, by the way. I've got some Beast Wars. That's the only thing I'm allowed to keep. But I could have potentially collected the perfect Jazz in Orc mode and then the perfect Jazz in Robot mode. Do you get what I mean? So for a collector, and like I said, all these really kids do that. I mean, we've seen many times this year where I think somebody did a survey or something, and there's a lot of adult collectors out there, you know, that are big fans of these figures and collect them, you know, and they want the perfect Alt mode, they want the perfect Robot mode, and they would buy one of each so that they could display it like that. You know, I've been very tempted lately to do that with some of my Beast Wars stuff anyway. So yeah, so Beast Wars I'm allowed to keep. Everything else I review and sell on. So there we go. There is the Alt mode. So this figure, which held such promise, I was very excited for. I have a few minor gripes. I've aired them quite a bit. And it just feels a little bit disappointing from my perspective. So anyhow, that is it. If you like my channel, please support me by subscribing. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you everybody that has already subscribed to my channel. Appreciate you folks a great deal. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.